first illustration of how to use analysis in Microsoft Excel, for example, in our laboratory. So first, we have this data. I will be providing this data for you. So we have a simple tutorial on how to use Excel for analysis. We will start with tables because this is um, not necessarily commonly used by by everyone, but I think most of us is very familiar with. So for example, if we have this data, we normally manipulate or process this type of data, but if we will try now how to organize this as tables instead of a normal text. By the way, this is my guide on the right side for me to illustrate or to have a pattern on my discussion. So first, I'll focus on converting this one into table form so that we can have a feature of a table. So you can click actually anywhere. The shortcut for this, if I have not mistaken, is Control T, but following the buttons here at the upper side in the ribbon part is we can have click format as table and you can select a format. And once you click a format, it automatically highlights the parts of the table. So if you can check, it highlights the important part of the table. So you just have OK, click OK, and it automatically converts into a table format as you've selected in the template. And what are the features that appear here? It is formatted, but at the same time, it provides already the sorting button at each of these column. Another indicator that this is a table is this one, the handle here at the lower side, and of course this part in the so before we will formally start, when we analyze data, we make sure that there is no blanks in the table. That's important because it always affects in terms of averages or any other items in computing items in the table. So this is how you must check actually if there are blanks, and we have some functions on how to check whether blanks we have. I think we have count blank. So we have a count blank, and you can actually highlight the table if there is a blank component, no? And you can press enter and it's zero. That means you are very confident that this table has no or this table has no blank items. And so example, if you don't want the table appearance, if you want to change to go back, many of based on my experience, many of my students will ask what if they will return to the previous format, because it's not always directly simple to change this format from table to the new to from table to the regular format that you intend to without using the table such as this one. So by the way, before we'll go back, when you check this one, we have a menu will appear here, the table design. There are features. You will now be aware of what are the features that can be used. So for example, here we can, very important lang, remove duplicates. I'll illustrate later what's the purpose of convert to range. Of course, insert slicer, export. One important is the header, total row banded, first column, last column, banded columns, and filtered button, which appears here at the upper side. So how should we remove the table properly? So when you click, for example, we know that this is a table format, which so you can go here and click clear. That means it will go back to the original setup that it's actually a table. So let's try. For example, if you will clear this one, you've noticed na even if this is not a table, the handler and the handle here and the filter button has not yet removed. So this is the purpose of convert to range items here. So we'll click the clear and yes. So it removes all the handles. So it go back now to the original template without considering it as a table. So let's go back and make it again as a table format so that we will move on and illustrate the purpose of table. So Normally, when we analyze data, we will check the label here that it must represent what this column is all about. For example, last name, first name, the department, email, phone extension, location, hire date, and payday. So it must be descriptive enough for the table to your user. So let's now check on the feature of the table. So normally, the important feature that I can suggest that you want to check here is the total row. So if you check the total row, it formulates actually a total row here automatically on this side. No, so it's actually it's an automatic feature in a table form. Unlike so how it formulated is subtotal the pay rate column. No, I hope it's correct also, and the intention, I mean, is the same. Then we can also use, we will try the table, we will try the last column part. No, let me check again. Where's the table? So last column, total row branded, we have banded first column. So we have example, if you want to highlight, for example, and this one banded, wait, banded columns all, but normally we will have this one. And we can also remove the filter column here aside from the convert to range later, but this is the first part. So the format, we will just display the formatting. You can choose the different formats that the purpose of an easy way of identifying the format of the table. So let's move into sorting. What is good with table is that each column is designed for filter already. So for example, if you need to filter, meaning you have to somehow, we are sorting pala. So in sorting is you can arrange, for example, the template insert, and in feature it's actually common sort and filter. It's one way to, it's what we call, it's one function in the button here in the table. So we can have you can sort. Where's the sort? So for example, if we will sort, we have sort A to B. No, that we are in the first name. I think did I click the first name for sort? So so what we can where's the where's the filter custom sort. Okay, so the common idea. Wait, I lost the filter. I'll check again the filter button. So for example, the appropriate sorting method to be used is the um, custom sort, wherein you can, this is the most safe way to sort your data. So for example, if you want to sort by example by the department, and you can add again another level. This is what I want, and last name, and you can add another level as first name. So this one, it will be sorted first by department, followed by last name and first name. So you can see that we are actually sorting this one, then last name, first name. So the best way, either from those items compared to the previous practice on sorting each column, and there is a follow-up question, I think. So that's what advice I can give you in sorting items. You choose the custom sort so that you can appropriately select which column first to be sorted or not. So the filter part would be, it's easier. This one, we have a filter part. Let's go back to filter. Okay, filter. I know na I already clicked the filter. So for example, this one, you can actually filter some. So for example, you can filter by department, for instance. You can select one department, and it was that's that simple. And what is good with this total, because it's part of the table, it already adjusted some of it to reflect what is appropriate number. And you can always check on to return to the normal side. So that's the filter. And I started with total. I wrote her total. So basically, those are the features of the table that you can use, the common feature of the table. For the next, we still have conditional formatting, the F functions, and some database functions. Of course, it's easier for us to check the charts and other functions of Excel. As of now, that's a simple illustration of the use of tables.